Hello everyone. You are in my private Facebook community, complimentary one, and my oven just heated up. And I created this for the holidays last year, just for like a few weeks, and then I kept it open because personally I feel safer over here. And I just feel more of a heart connection with people that are like, oh, I get the gist of what she's up to, versus just putting my stuff out on my regular page, which we still do. But again, this is a place where I want a little more heart connection. When you're raw, I'm raw, like this chicken right now. And to me, that just feels vulnerable. You know what, I'll come into that. But I just wanted to connect with you all. So this is a fun little video. So this is a place, if you've done any of my programs before, or if you're like, oh, I did the quiz, or I'm in the masterclass right now, ask your questions here, because I swear it'll help 99% of us. We'll all be like, oh yeah, that's right, I never thought of that. So I have a private members group too, and we go deeper. We do like monthly healthy happy hours. You get all my live programs. You get kind of like some of the new things I create. So if you ever have questions on that, holler. But last night we all met and we talked about resiliency. And it was so fun. Like a month ago, or a few weeks ago, I made up that topic because I was like kind of feeling it for us. And I'm like, but we'll see what they need. And then in my inbox all week, I kept getting resiliency and resiliency. So what's resiliency mean to you? And to me, it means feeling all my feels, working with myself instead of like against myself. If anyone spent enough time in their head being their own worst enemy, you know, so that would be the opposite of resiliency. Or actually working with that would be resiliency. Like, oh wow, look at that, I'm feeling rejected right now. Oh wow, I'm feeling a little confused. The word I said already too, I feel a little unsafe, unsettled. So working with yourself versus trying to push those feelings down and just willpower forward, just like diets, just like the world a little bit right now. You know, more kindness to ourselves. I know what goes on in our own heads. We have a village up here, so I'm just wanting us to be a little kinder to our own village, and maybe that'll work itself out though. Hello, beautiful Cami Whacker. All right, everyone. If you're vegan or vegetarian, I love you, but maybe turn away. I personally haven't been eating as much chicken in the last few years, but I got back from Mexico. I have a little tummy thing going on. It's my time of the month. And I was craving the collagen, so like the bone broth. But I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna buy the whole chicken though. And then I have a friend coming over, so I have a meat eater friend coming over. I would love to wake up tomorrow and be vegan, but my mind, body, and spirit aren't quite all aligned. It's getting there. I love Michael Pollan, is amazing at talking about he's the omnivore dilemma gentleman. I almost said dude. Omnivore dilemma gentleman. And we're very similar. He's like, I wish I could be vegan, but my mind, body, and spirit aren't quite, spirit is, and my mind is, but my body's like still, you know, working its way out. So I don't believe we all should wake up and be vegan tomorrow. I love the people that have the epiphanies and it works for them. That's great. But they're all even practicing being more kind to the rest of us. Even saying, just add in more plant-based meals. Let's all start there. It's not all or none thing. So if you're vegan, vegetarian, I love you, but I am doing a chicken one. I usually do 90% plant-based here, but this one my body was calling for it. The collagen, that's all I can describe. Like I wanted that gelatinous thing. And I trust my stomach. My stomach, again, I must have a little something from Mexico. I have a little gastritis. So gastritis, when your stomach lining is a little inflamed. And I usually take, I was going to show you. I usually take DGL. Here, you know what? Oh wait, I thought it was right here. I have it on by the couch. Hold on. I usually take like 2 of these, DGL. You can get them at your local health food store. They even have them like where you can just get a sample or so too. But, and usually it would go away. I don't get it very often, but I'm like, oh, something's going on. So when your body's talking, how do you respond? Do you listen? Do you ignore it? Do you trust it? Do you overreact and feel stressed? What goes on? So I So I'm a clinical nutritionist, I believe, but I actually really feel like I'm a food therapist or a food psychologist. Is that such a thing? I'm pretending I'm making up a new career right now. But what I love is listening to that dialogue with us. So I was with a beautiful friend the other day, and she was talking about, her body fluctuating, and I go, well, do you think it's just the food? Finally, after a few minutes, I go, do you think it's just the food? She goes, no, I'm stressed. My kids are home from school. And I just giggled. I love it that we start to blame and shame or go back to our old guilt shame loop instead of being more in the present moment. So there was a crazy tangent. So anyways, I've gastritis. Usually it goes away. It's not. So I'm a little raw, numb, not judging myself a minute, learning. I think it's some emotional stuff. I had some big shifts this last couple weeks. Cami knows. I was interviewing, I'll tell you guys, I was interviewing for a job in Hawaii, and it was amazing on paper. It felt great. And then my last interview tanked. I wasn't the right fit. They weren't the right fit. So I am excited to be still, the entrepreneur of me, and so stoked, but I am still processing that. When I applied for this job, I was feeling vulnerable and needed more security in my life because the whole world was going through an insecure moment. So I was like, I should get a job to feel more secure. Well, security is what it means to ourselves. So I am back to being the secure person with me and to keep sharing nutrition with you all. And so you guys are my private complimentary group, all right? Okay, so chicken. What I'm gonna do with this beautiful raw chicken, I looked up a couple recipes, and of course you take the innards out, but this one was an organic free range one from Trader Joe's. It was awesome. One said to put lemon in, but I don't have any lemon right now, so I'm gonna put a whole lime inside. Actually, you know what? I'll do that right now, so then I'll touch things. I'll put the whole lime inside, and then, hold on, this part. Then you can either rub it with coconut oil. I've done coconut oil in the past, and it was amazing and gave it a crispy flavor. And then, or if you want to go great, you can go organic butter, would be awesome too. Right now, personally, I'm not feeling either, but I will do, you know what? I am going to do the coconut oil and then do salt and pepper, okay? So, coconut oil melts at 78 degrees. So if I get my hands a little warm, actually it looks a little melted right now. It's a little warm here in San Diego. So I'm going to put quite a bit on. All right, I'm going to rub it. Rub you, Chicky. Thank you, Chicky, for your support. All right, rub that. Wash this. And I will wash this towel after. I know my great-grandma used to just chop chicken heads off in the backyard. So they used to just run around and be like, oh, I guess we're having chicken tonight, So we used to have a different connection with animals. Now we don't ever see our animals. They're all hidden away. So I think that maybe has caused a little bit of discourse and just disconnect with with humans and nature and such. And I think nature's sharing some input. All right, and then I'm feeling really plain just with everything I have going on. So I'm gonna do sea salt, pepper. This pepper doesn't look that great, and then oregano. And you know what sounded good? Ginger. I've been drinking this plain ginger tea. Where is that? Again, I got that from Trader Joe's too. So a little bit of ginger. I'll show you. Look at that. And it has no sugar. Oh wait. Carbs. Wait, it just has ginger powder. Oh, it might have something in it. Man, said not significant. Read the labels. I only have had one. And then fresh thyme would be better in there. So I had this little thyme oil I thought of. So I'm just gonna do a couple dabbles of it in here. This thing is powerful, super powerful. And then I just cut up some big chunks of carrots. And I don't know if I'll need any water. Chunks of carrots, celery. You could do new potatoes. I wasn't feeling potatoes. Again, I'm feeling plain. And then I'm just gonna cover it. I'll look it up if you need water. I'm thinking it's gonna get enough water, and I want it a little more crispy. So then stage 2, we're gonna eat this and then take all the bones and some of the leftover of this, and I'm gonna make a broth. All right, so I'll show you the video of that. upcoming events, October, I am hosting a live appetizer course. This is my 1-week old jumpstart course, and I'm doing it October 27th through November 3rd. So we all can feel nurtured, nourished, and if you get the gist of my programs, it's not on or off. That's like the goal of my whole company, is to not help you feel on or off. I also have the new master class, which you can do anytime and you have access for a year. And it's called The Master of You, Becoming the Guru of You. So I'm here to help you be the most empowered version of you. I'm not having you follow, hey, you have to follow this and then you're now a perfect intermittent faster, or you're a perfect vegan, or you're a perfect paleo. You can use those concepts, which I have in my classes, and really learn about yourself. So what did I say to a client yesterday? She had a day where she was eating all day, and it brought up some old diet fears in her 20s, and she was, well, what's wrong? What's wrong, or what's going on? And of course, there's our left brain can have a laundry list of our old things that could be going on, like, oh no, am I out of control? Or, oh my gosh, is it my blood sugar? Or this, or my right brain was like, maybe it's just part of her cycle. And the more we feel empowered and we see those little nuances in our life and we connect with them, we feel less disempowered. And that's, after decades of disempowerment, I can't go back. Like, even watching people obsess over doing intermittent fasting or doing this or doing that, I don't want to go back there. Do I want to bring those tools in and practice with my life? Sure. Right now, gastritis is teaching me a little intermittent fasting, and I'm catching some things come up. Of course I want to comfort eat, and of course I want comfort. No, you're not rude. Oh my God, I can't even believe you're here. You're amazing, Cammie. I love you. I just did a crazy live for you all. So, anyways, you can always Facebook message me. I love email the best, so it's heather@consciousnutrition.com. If you have any questions, I'll put the link up for the appetizer course, or actually I put it in events too. I believe that one's 147, and we meet every other day for the week, and I love that class because it's just, everyone's like, you're watching all of this come in, and we're all there, doing it. But if you're not a group person, don't worry. You can shut your camera off. You can watch the recordings, or the master class is very similar. I have the 1-week appetizer course in there, and you can do that on your own. So I'm here for you all. Tell me what you need, if there are any specifics, what's coming up for you. I'll kind of be sharing some visions I have for what's the future, and then we just hold on. My mom and I call it our no plan plan. All right, everyone, I appreciate you, and thank you.